Before beginning with this video, I must tell you, it's never late to come to Canada as a student. Trust me, there is no age barrier. No matter whether you are the age of 40, 50, 60 or whatever it is, a study break, study gap is not an issue. Hello lovely people, this is Siddiq from Mission Canada. Welcome to another amazing video which is based on the top 5 universities in Canada, so that you know a little bit about them, about the basic requirements, the basic information about them, and you can decide the one you want to go for. Let's go ahead with the top 5 universities today we'll be discussing about. Number 1 is University of Toronto, then the University of British Columbia, University of Saskatchewan, McGill University and Waterloo University. Pretty much almost all the universities in Canada are surely good. So I'm not in favor of these 5 only, and I'm not against any other one. So I'm just picking this top 5 so that you have a rough idea about others as well. University of Toronto was established in 1827. They have currently about 19,000 international students with about 21,000 faculty plus staffs, and they have got 3 campuses in total. University of British Columbia was founded in 1915. They have about 17,000 international students with 16,000 faculty members and staff, and currently they have 2 campuses. University of Saskatchewan, they have about 25,000 international students from about 130 plus countries, and they have opened their first campus on 1907. McGill University was founded in 1821 and currently they have 2 campuses. They offer about 300 fields of study in their 2 campuses located in Montreal and Quebec. Most of the students, they enroll into arts, science, engineering, management and medicine. University of Waterloo, they have founded in 1957 with 74 students only, whereas at present they have about 41,000 students and they have only 1 campus. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of the overview about their programs availability, the tuition fees, the sessions and all other things. So let's begin with the programs availability. So out of all these 5 universities, they have about 100 programs available in different field of studies. Tuition fees, this varies very widely from university to university and from program to program. So I mean, even within the same university, it can vary too widely. For an example, if I want to share with you the lowest range and highest range per academic year, so that would be beginning from 20,000 Canadian dollar and up to 65,000 Canadian dollar in a year. Usually you have to pay the academic fees for 1 academic year. You need to clear these tuition fees by the expiry date mentioned in your offer letter. Your offer will be cancelled if you do not pay the fees as mentioned in the offer letter. Usually the fees includes the tuition fees, your medical insurance and some other ancillary charges like your library fee, your lab fee, some other little bit fees. Now the $1 million question. Will you be able to manage any sort of a scholarship, whether it's partial or full funding? Now that definitely depends on 2 factors. Number 1 is your merit. That means if you are having a very outstanding language, that means IELTS or French score or not, and your previous academic track records, that means whatever the result, whatever the studies you had so far, whether it's post-secondary, bachelor, masters, whatever you had before, if that is also very outstanding, then you can expect some. Again, the number 2 dependency is whether that particular department or that university, they have enough funding available or not. That means even if you are too meritorious, if you have outstanding results but they do not have the funding available in that program, I'm sorry to say you will not expect any scholarship for that particular program. Okay, so it depends on the merit plus the funds availability. And generally speaking, usually in post-secondary program, bachelor program and master's program, the probability of having the scholarship is very less. But if you're coming as a PhD students, you can expect the probability is almost full to get some scholarship which will help you to manage your living costs, to manage your tuition fees and manage everything else. So when can we apply? Usually they have 3 sessions: fall, winter and summer, and usually it takes about 8 to 10 months to complete your whole admission process. So that means whatever the session you wanna go for, you'll have to start your process 8 to 10 months before. What sort of academic documents or paper are usually required? So you need these 2 documents usually, and these are some additional documents required which you may need and maybe you will need in most of the universities. Out of this, I will emphasize one thing especially, which is your SOP, so which is statement of purpose. So for the immigration officer to accept your visa or to grant your visa, they will go through your statement of purpose or letter of intent very thoroughly. So please make sure you have written this letter very nicely and very clearly, okay? Because I have seen so many rejection cases where they couldn't satisfy the immigration officer and the immigration officer directly point out to their SOP and they mentioned as, okay, I'm not satisfied due to this. Okay, so please make sure you are taking care of that. If by any chance you are looking for a template, so please check this video and you will have a free sample there to organize your SOP. Hope that helps, isn't it? One thing I must tell you, whatever the guidelines I am giving you in this particular video, these are absolutely generic, okay? So do not just think about this list only and do not just think this video as a Bible. Rather, you must check the individual university's requirement to see what actually they need. This video is just an eye-opener so that you can have some idea about study in Canada. But if you're really serious about coming to Canada as a student, you must check the university website and particularly the program you are interested in. How about the IELTS requirement to get admitted? So the minimum requirement would be 6.0 individually and overall 6.5. But if you're targeting some good universities like University of Toronto, University of British Columbia, something like that, for sure they are expecting higher IELTS score like 7.0 individually with 7.5 overall. I know that is hard, but not impossible for sure. So how to apply? You must apply online. You just need to go to their website and you can just apply from there. And very important thing, very important thing, when you are applying, please make sure the email address you are sharing with them is 100% active and you are always available on that email address, because they will contact to you mostly through that email address. So missing one of their email will cost you a lot. And also make sure you check your junk folder or your spam folder, because there are so many cases students are waiting for some responses from university, but the university have already sent it that response, but that email went to their junk folder or spam folder, and the students they were not taking care of that. If you're wondering about the application fee, so these are the application fees for these 5 universities. I hope even if you're going for other universities, the admission fee will be around this range. Application fees are non-refundable and it is preferred that you pay by credit card. What's next? So I tried to give as best information as I could. Now if you are wondering about some information on colleges as well, please go to this particular video where I tried to cover 5 best colleges in Ontario, so you'll get some idea on them as well and you can go from there. Now if you have any more questions, please feel free to leave your questions in the video comments, and you can join our Facebook group, follow us on our Instagram, and still if you have some more questions, you can go to my blog and book my appointment. So I hope that's the best I can do for you. If any of you are coming to Canada as a student or as an immigrant, however you come, I will look forward to you as a successful applicant. So see you someday in Canada if you're coming. Bye bye.